my own 2 feet I died. And I slept by your naked body, my mind all on the sea. And I touched your lips of violet and your hair of Barbary. Oh, what the hell is wrong with me? Sleeping in the velvet of the golden mirror shine, I am mine. Most of the time.
Alright, so that was about 4 minutes since I announced it. So I guess we'll start now. Um, it's been a while since I've had the microphone on, so I apologize if the settings are all weird. It's I my hard drive died in the time since I streamed a video last, and so I had to reinstall everything. So all the settings got reset. But what I wanted to do today was the chain wrestling mod because we've gotten a lot of questions about it, both on the Discord and on Steam and on Reddit. And if that many people are having trouble understanding it, I figure a tutorial is probably not a bad idea. Um, so what I want to do today is I want to show you how to use MoveCraft to kind of create I guess, moves that work with the chain wrestling mod, and then I'll show you how to set them up in the mod window itself, and then I will do some testing in a match where we can get that, just to kind of show that it works or whatever. I want to try for a 3-chain mod, or a 3-chain or a 3-move chain. Jesus, I can't talk. Because I feel like people get caught on the idea of like this then that instead of the fact that you can go a lot longer than that. So what I'm going to be doing today, I think, is I'm going to be using views. It's not very practical, but it will be a much better. It'll show you the point. But I'm going to be using views suplex setup, the suplex position setup, and I'm gonna have them do it into a hanging lift, which would be like a delayed for your delayed suplexes, your delayed brain busters, that kind of thing. And then I'm gonna allow you from that lift to choose whether you want to do a brain buster or just a regular suplex or maybe a float over. I don't know. I have a couple of the I have a couple of options that you can do. So that's what we're gonna do today, and so hopefully it won't take too terribly long. I am not a mightily proficient movecraft guy, so we're just gonna do what we can. I don't expect things to be 100% perfect, and of course my scroll wheel would decide that it is not gonna work now. Alright, so we want that. I think it's in other that he put the suplex position. He did. So we'll start with this one. We are going to then find out where it ends. So we're going to go to the Oh, it helps if I'm on the attacker because that's where the loop is. So the loop 806 is where the loop is on the suplex position. Then we're going to load, I'm going to load the hanging brainbuster, which I believe is going to be obviously in brainbuster. I just got to find it. There we go. Yep, that's what I was looking for. And then from there, we're going to need... Actually, this is all I need right now. So see, we've got 806. See how it starts here? To make a move that works with the mod, so you're going to take the move that you're chaining from, so the loop starter or the starting move, and you're just going to find a point in the move that you're chaining to that starts at the same point, or if it's a more sort of advanced move with you will have to animate a transition that gets you to that place. So you're going to go ahead and all I'm going to do is delete this because I don't need it. And then I'm going to go over to the defender and I'm going to delete, I believe it's the first 3. I should have probably counted, but I did not. Oh, hold on. One thing that I forgot to mention when you're doing this. Let's load up the delayed brainbuster again because I done fucked that up. So, yeah, it's the first 3, but you see you're going to need to do some math here. You're going to need to set this to be whatever the value of anything before it is. So we've got 24 minus 8, so that's going to be 20, so 6 plus 16. So positive 16 is where this is going to need to be when all is said and done. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and then we're going to highlight and delete. Then we're going to go to the defender. He moves negative 16 plus 8, so that's negative 8. So we're going to delete him. And then he gets negative 8. And see, so now they're both in the same place again. And that's what you have to do when you delete these moves to make them chain properly. And so then the other thing we want to do is we want it to hang. So I'm going to go to the grapple attacker, and we are. I forgot that my scroll wheel is not working, so I can't just scroll easily because that would be very nice, right? So what I want to do is start the loop probably right about there, and loop it to about here. So let's find the loop return, and the loop start. And now it's just going to loop through this when it, and that's where you'll be able to choose what move you want to do. With these moves, you do want to continue to have the, the ending in case they decide not to loop. So this will just end with a normal suplex. So we won't put that normal, just delayed suplex into the chain. We'll let you do a brainbuster and a float over from here. So what we're going to do, the one thing that I like to do that I've noticed that a lot of people, or I wouldn't say a lot of people, but some people don't do, is they just set it up with the loop and then leave it. Well, if you do that, the referee comes over and starts yelling at you about whether you want to give up or not, and that's not what we want. So because this is a fairly long loop as far as the number of frames, I mean, you've got 60 here plus, what is that, about 42? So you're looking at almost 2 seconds of loop per loop. So we don't want a whole lot of it. So we're going to do 2, which should be about 4. He'll hold him up there for about 4 real life seconds. And that seems fine. I mean, that for the game, that's going to be quite a bit. So there we go. We've got that done. And now we need to decide what we want to do afterwards. So we're going to go ahead and load some more moves here. Let's see. I had somebody, I guess they're in heavy. I hate that my scroll wheel decided to shit out while I'm doing the video. Alright, so let's do a... Does that one... No, that one isn't going to have it. That one has the leg hold. We're going to do the float over and load preset data. And I realize that you won't be able to load some of these moves because they're either downloaded from the workshop and I have the ability to do that, or they're things that I created myself. So if you're following along, you're kind of going to have to just decide what other moves you want to make yourself, you know? Is there... I'm trying to find one where he dumps him on his head. I think it's the vertical brain buster. Sure is. There we go. So for this one, you're going to need to do the exact same thing, except... So the loop here starts on the form 12206. That form should exist, or there should be one very close to that in this move. And here it is, right here. Oh, this is going to be tricky. You'll notice that they are... oh, no, never mind. I thought they had switched sides, which you can deal with, but it's difficult because you have to use the flipping, you know, the mirror stuff, and then adjust the values, which is kind of a pain in the ass, as you might imagine. So... Wow. Oh, that's why. Okay, so we're going to need to set this to plus 16 because we're getting rid of all of the... Everything above this is going to go. And then we go... Oh, let's find out. This is one thing that I often... Alright, so that's form number 12 is where we're starting. Alright. So, we've got that. Now we need to go to the defender, and he is at -8. And does he move again before form 12? He does not. So we're going to get rid of the first 11 forms. Delete. So now he's back up there. And it actually looks like he managed to stay in place, so that's good. So there we go. We've got him up for the float over, and since we're just going to end this on the thing, we don't need to do anything else with that. So we just leave that as is, and we're going to do the same thing here with the vertical brainbuster. We're going to go here. He's going to get... oh wow, this one... He gets quite a bit of math here. So that is going to be 16 minus 4 is 12, minus 4 is 8. So he's going to be a positive 8. Oh, but then he gets plus 2, so that's positive 12. Let's see here. Positive 4, so that's plus 16, so it still actually works out the same way. And this one doesn't seem to have the exact same... it doesn't seem to have that same frame. So what I'm going to do is... See, this is pretty close. So I'm going to cut it there. By going like this. Just delete. And then moving him out 16, which should be about the right amount. And then I'm going to take the first 11 frames off of this guy as well. And then we go delete. And let's move him back into position. There we go. You could just do it that way too. I sometimes will do the math. I totally forgot that time. If you don't, you'll have to kind of guess, I guess. So then what we want to do is we want to come back to this delayed brainbuster, or even this one. We're going to copy this frame for both guys. So we go copy, and then we go to our vertical brainbuster, and we go insert. And he doesn't need to plus 16. Oh, that was not what I wanted. And then we can go here, and he is going to have to come back. Oop. 2. About there. There we go. Okay, so now, let's see. Why are you moving? Okay. So now we need to go add that into the defender as well. So we're going to go to this delayed brain, or the float over. We're going to take the first frame from here. We're going to copy it. You're going to go back to your vertical brainbuster. You're going to paste it in the defender thing. Well, not paste, you want to insert. And so now that should actually fuck this all up. He is going to be too far out now. So what we're going to want to do is move him to 0 and this to 16. And so now it should be relatively smooth here when he gets up. It's a little janky. I will have to fix it. I mean, you can fix that. I don't know whether I'm going to worry about it for the tutorial, especially since my stupid mouse decided to do the whole... It looks like he might be a little too... It looks like it's actually the attacker. The defender is fine. Maybe move him out to here and see if that makes any difference. No, that's going to make him look weird. So I think 16 is probably the best. And then move this one back a little bit. Let's see if that helps. Yeah, see, there we go. It's still a little weird. It does some weird thing with his feet up there. Again, you can use custom animations to fix that kind of stuff. I'm not going to do that in this particular tutorial. Jesus, I can't talk. All right, so we want to set these up now. I go ahead and just give them the chain thing. If you add the word chain, you can hide them in the selection menu so that they only show up in some of the mod menus. And I think that's good. I always use English in the Japanese thing. At least it's got a name, is my thought about it. Because, you know, some people don't even bother with setting them for the Japanese people, or the Americans if it's a Japanese move maker, and that bugs the shit out of me. So, okay. So now we're going to have to go ahead and save all of these. So let's do that. We go save. I'm going to add chain again, and then I'm going to copy just the word chain in the space. That way I can easily add it to all of the other ones. And then once we save it, we're going to just go register data. Okay. And then return. We're going to go do this for the float over brainbuster chain. We're going to save it. We're going to paste on the word chain. We're going to hit OK. Then we're going to register it. We have a frame set for 0 apparently. So let's go ahead and take a look and see where that is. I guess. Okay. That will be fine. Let's see what those are. Ugh, why are you being such a pain in the ass? Alright, well, let's just play it and see what happens. Okay, that's fine. It'll manage. Alright, So, oh, we did not register that one because oh, for library 2 now. Okay. And then we just do 1, 1, 1, and 1. Or, no, 3, 2, 1, and 1, I guess, if we want to match them up. 3, 2, 1, and 1. Let's make sure that works. Sorry, I wasn't expecting to have to do that. Now we can go, yes, we want to save it again. And then, what? Ah, you stupid. Where are there more? Oh, 0. Okay, so what's the 6? I don't know why it's acting this way, but whatever. Yeah, it still works fine. Okay. So now let's overwrite it again. Yes. There we go. Registered data. Yes. Okay, finally. I apologize for that. Then we can go ahead and do the vertical brainbuster. Same way. We gotta save it. We're gonna paste in the word chain. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and run the checker, register the data, and there we go. So now we have the moves that we want to chain from the suplex position to that delayed vertical brainbuster, or the delayed brainbuster chain, to the float over brainbuster, to the vertical brainbuster. So you have basically a 3-move chain, where in the second part of the 3-move chain you have a choice of two additional moves. So now I'm going to show you how to do that in the mod window. So everybody should see the mod window now. And I will go ahead and bring up the chain window here, mod control window, and chain wrestling. It looks like the video is quite a bit behind where I am at, so just so you are aware. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and drag this down. Then I am going to refresh the moves, which takes a few. And once these are here, I will find views, suplex position. Suplex position. I don't want the struggle. I want the actual position here. And as you can see, I've already got a chain set up. So what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to change this from the suplex struggle chain that I had created to that vertical suplex chain, or the delayed the delayed brainbuster, or whatever it was. So we're going to go ahead and find that in the move choices here. Boom, delayed brainbuster chain. And that is all we need to do there for that one. So now when we hit up, it should go into that delayed brainbuster. Doesn't matter, so we hit save, and that's good. And now we're going to go to that delayed brainbuster chain, which will now be in the list because it has a loop right here. And now we can chain from here. So we want to chain the, what did we do? We did the vertical brainbuster. So let's go, if you hit up on this one, it's going to do the vertical brainbuster. Vertical brainbuster, we want the chain version. Vertical brainbuster chain. And if we hit down, we're going to do that float over suplex chain. Float over brainbuster chain. Okay, and now we could set the logic on these if you want to. Honestly, because these are kind of bigger chains, I'm going to go ahead and zero out everything except for a none. I don't want them doing either of these things in small damage, so I'm going to put 100% on none, which will basically mean that they'll never chain in small damage. If they select that move, the suplex position, and then they select the delayed thing, it'll just suplex him. No chain. And then with these, in medium damage, I'm going to say that they do these about 50% of the time, and then they do a none 50% of the time, so right about where it's at. And then for these, I'm going to say he does none of the time. He'll always pick one in large damage. So we'll go 50 and 50. And we have a cat scratching at the door. So then we can hit save here. And these don't matter for players, but it's logic for the AI. So I do recommend setting them. And I just noticed I need to clean this up. I hate it when the labels extend into the boxes. That's just a huge pet peeve of mine, and I missed that until right now. So I will clean that up. But so that should be all you need to do. Now we just need to assign this to we need to assign that suplex position to a wrestler and test it out. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off the PWGR window and go back to FirePro here. Go into edit mode, wrestler edit. We're going to load up one of my wrestlers here. We will give... I think Johnny Walters already has the suplex position. But I do believe that Johnny Walters actually has his own suplex position stuff. Let me turn this back on so you can see what I'm doing, because it doesn't make much sense to be talking about it if you can't see it. Let's check. Suplex position, A, and then we select in the wrestler specific stuff. We'll pick the guy that I'm thinking about. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, see, he already has a setup here. So I'm actually going to, just for the sake of making this quick and easy, I am going to put the delayed Brainbuster on his down. And that way we don't have to reassign moves and change move lists and stuff. Delayed Brainbuster chain. Yeah, there we go. Now we'll save that, and I can come back and change it if I want to after the tutorial. So we're good. We don't need to do anything. What we do need to do now, I need to get the controller. And we're going to have a match. One player, and then Johnny Walters. And then we're going to come back here and give this to be Dale Haskell. And we're good with all that other stuff. And now we've got, let's see, entrances. We don't need any of this crap. I am going to set the comm level to 1 because this is for testing. I am going to turn off Dale Haskell. Alright, so now I think that's his suplex position. There it is, yep. And I didn't hit a button that time because I was... And there's a counter. That's lame. There. Stop doing things that I don't want you to do. Why are you doing that? Does your move list tell you to do that? No. Oh, it's up, not down. Heh. That's why. Okay. And now when I hit down, see, he's going to pick him up for this. And then if I hit down again... Oh, that needs to be fixed, but you get the general idea. And there was that float over Brainbuster. It obviously didn't score a pin. Let's move him into the thingy a little more. And then when I hit down, he should pick him up again. And then when I hit up, he's going to Brainbuster him. There we go. Oh! Did I forget to turn off the I did. Shit. Okay, well, not a problem. I can just redo that, and it's not going to take very long. Alright, so here we go. So here is his suplex position. If I hit up, he is going to do... Oh, it's down for him. I forgot. Okay. So down. So now he's going to be there, and if I hit up while he's in this, obviously he's floating off and being an asshole. That's a Movecraft fuck up, not a mod fuck up. Son of a bitch. Okay, so I want this guy to come closer to the center of the ring, so let's move him and then turn him off again. Alright, so we're going to go up, then we're going to go down, and... why? I keep hitting the wrong button. We're going to go up and then down, and then while he's up here, we're going to go down, and then he should brainbuster him now. No, float over suplex. And I need to reset the fall stuff. That's all fucked up. It's again a Movecraft issue, not a mod issue. Let's do it one more time with the brainbuster. Let's hit down. Now he's going to pick him up. And then if I hit up, he should brainbuster him. There we go. But that's how it basically works. Like I said, I did a really quick move crafting, so things are a little fucked up there. But you should get the general gist of how to of how the chain mod works at this point. Showing the PWR window, you just have to set it up in OBS. You just add a source and select the PWGR window and then toggle it on and off when you need it. If I hit the toggle button, it'll show up. If I turn the toggle off, it'll turn off. But basically, yeah, you just have to select that window that says PWGR. It's pretty easy to do. Does anybody have any other questions, or did this pretty much cover everything? I would imagine that this pretty much covered everything, but I don't know for sure. I'm going to go ahead and change my Johnny Walters back to that suplex position struggle. Because this still needs a bunch of work, and I'm not going to work on it right now, so there's no reason that I want to see people doing this. Suplex position struggle chain. Save. And I'm going to do the same thing for the suplex position general mod. Okay, so suplex position struggle chain, and then save. Okay. But yeah, I mean, I think that if everybody has basically got what they need out of it, then I can go ahead and turn this off. And if not, I'll answer more questions, but it's up to you guys, so. And yeah, since no one is asking questions, I'm going to assume that this gave you basically what you need to, to get this done on your own. So I'm going to probably go ahead and fix that, even though I just said I wasn't going to, but if I don't, it's going to bug me. But yeah, so that's how it works, basically. It's not too difficult to figure out, I wouldn't imagine. So, but yeah. So that's what you got to do. And if anybody needs anything else, I'll be in the Discord. You can hit me up there. All right, then.